Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Make It Yourself. Today we are going to make this leaf branch wall hanging. These branches of leaves can be used for your other crochet projects as well, and you can turn them into home decors of your choice. One more thing I wanted to mention is that please refer to the description for details on the yarn used and the hook size and the other things required. So this is a sample branch of leaves. So mainly what I wanted to show is there are like two sizes of leaves that I'm going to use for today's project. So all the branches will be having these two sizes of leaves, which I'm calling as big leaf and small leaf. So let's get started. We're going to start off by making a slip knot, and next we are going to chain 10. So this chain of 10 is for the branch part of the leaf. So like before we make the leaf, we will have a section which is only for the branch. So this is for that part. So chain 10, and once we are done with a chain of 10, we are going to chain 10 again. Now this chain of 10 is for the leaf and its stem. So chain 10. So we are starting off by making the big leaf, and for big leaf we will need a chain of 10 to start off. So now on the ninth chain, that is skipping the first chain, into the next chain we're going to make one single crochet. Similarly, into the next chain again we are going to make one more single crochet. So continue making single crochets until you have made 7 single crochets over 7 chains. So this 7 single crochets, or these 7 stitches, are where we are going to make the leaf. So once you are done with your 7 single crochets, you need to turn your work and start working on the leaf, but the first stitch of the other side will be starting from the same stitch. So make one single crochet into the same stitch. So for the other side also, the first stitch will be starting into the same stitch. So the first stitch of the other side of the leaf is a single crochet, followed by a half double crochet. So the half double crochet, we will make it on the other side of the 7 single crochets. Next we are going to make 2 double crochets. So 1 double crochet in one stitch, and the second double crochet on the second stitch, followed by one more half double crochet, followed by 2 single crochets. So 1 single crochet in one stitch and the next single crochet on the next stitch. So we are done with one side of the leaf. Now we are going to make a chain of 3. So this is the corner or the edge of the leaf, so we want to give it a pointy edge, so we are chaining 3. Now on the other side we are going to make the same stitches that we did here. So we are going to start off first by 2 single crochets. So this is the first single crochet, followed by the next single crochet in the next stitch, followed by 1 half double crochet in the next stitch, followed by 2 double crochets. So 1 double crochet in one stitch, and 1 double crochet in the next stitch, followed by a half double crochet and followed by 1 single crochet. So once we are done with the single crochet, we will insert our hook through the very first stitch. So this is the section where we will insert our hook. So it is the first stitch where we started off with a first single crochet and make a slip stitch here, and after this into the next 2 chains we are going to make a slip stitch. So slip stitch over the first chain, slip stitch over the next chain. So this is how we have used up the chain of 10 that we kept for the leaf and its stem. So we are done with one big leaf here. Now again we'll repeat the pattern. We will chain 10 for the branch or the section of the branch between the leaves, and we're going to make another big leaf. So after this chain of 10 we are going to chain another 10 for the big leaf. So chain 10 again, and I'll be showing you the big leaf pattern one more time. So we are going to first make 7 single crochets over 7 chains. So first single crochet, second single crochet, third single crochet, fourth single crochet, fifth single crochet. Here is the sixth single crochet and the 7th single crochet. So what this side is done. So here we have 7 single crochets. Now for those to start off on the other side, the first stitch will be in the same stitch. So start off with a single crochet in the same stitch. Now the second stitch will be half double crochet, which will be on the next stitch on the other side, followed by 2 double crochets on the next 2 stitches. So this is 1 double crochet, this is the next double crochet, followed by 1 half double crochet, followed by 2 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So 1 single crochet in one stitch, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and now we are going to chain 3 for the edge of the leaf, and on the other side we will repeat the same pattern that we did on this side. So start off by 2 single crochets, followed by a half double crochet, followed by 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet in one stitch and 1 double crochet in the next stitch, followed by 1 half double crochet, and then we will make 1 single crochet in the last stitch. Now we will insert our hook into the space. If you remember the stitch where we started off in the same stitch, through that stitch we will insert a hook and make a slip stitch, and over 2 chains we will make slip stitch. So this is like a small stem for the leaf. So 1 single crochet, oh sorry, 1 slip stitch and the second slip stitch. So this is the first branch. So for the first branch on this side we have 2 big leaves, and after that we're going to chain 10 and then make a small leaf. So for the small leaf we are going to only chain 8. So if you remember, for the big leaf we had chained 10, so for the small leaf we will chain 8 alone. So once you are done with the chain of 8, we are going to make 5 single crochets over the 5 chains. So for the big leaf we had made 7 single crochets. For the small leaf here we are making 5 single crochets. So pattern is almost similar. So once we are done with the 5 single crochets, here too we will start our, so here we have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochets. Here too we will start in front into the same stitch. We are going to make 1 single crochet first, then move to the other side, then we'll be making 1 half double crochet, then 1 double crochet, then 1 more half double crochet, and 1 single crochet. Now we are going to chain 3 to make the pointy edge, and on the other side also we will repeat the same pattern. We will make first 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochet, followed by a single crochet. Once this is done, we will again insert a hook through the center part here and make a slip stitch, and then we are going to slip stitch over the next 2 chains which are just below the leaf. So make 2 slip stitches. So this is, as you can see, 2 big leaves and 1 small leaf on one side. Now we are going to make the 1 more small leaf, and this small leaf will be the leaf which is at the top of the branch. So nothing much has changed, just that the count of chain will change a bit. So here we are going to first chain 10 for the branch, and now we are going to chain 6. So if you remember, for the small leaf we had chained 8, so we will chain 8 only if the leaves are on the side, but if the leaf is at the top we will just chain 6 because we do not need a stem in this case. So here too we are going to repeat the same pattern that we did for the small leaf. We are going to first make 5 single crochet over the 5 chains, and then starting from the same stitch we are first going to make 1 single crochet, followed by a half double crochet, followed by 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 single crochet. Then we are going to make chain of 3, and on the other side we will repeat the pattern of 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, 1 double crochet, and 1 half double crochet, and 1 single crochet. And now insert your hook through the center and make a slip stitch. So here we do not need a stem because this is the topmost leaf, and we are going to slip stitch till we reach the mid of this branch. So we know there are 10 chains till this leaf, so we are going to slip stitch over 5 and then add our next small leaf. So slip stitch over 5 chains so that we are at the middle of the this space or this branch. So this is for spacing the leaves such that they appear alternatingly. So this is the top leaf, and now for the other small leaf we are going to chain 8. So remember, for the side small leaves we are going to chain 8, but for the top small leaf we had chained only 6. We're going to repeat the same pattern for the small leaf. Nothing has changed here. I just wanted to show you like how we are going to connect all the leaves to the branch together. So pattern of the leaves remain the same. So here you see we have this 2 chains remaining for the stem of the leaf. So repeat the same pattern and complete the small leaf. So here we are done with this leaf, and as usual we will be inserting our hook through the center here and making a slip stitch first, and then we are going to slip stitch over these 2 chains. So this is the stem of the leaf, and once you have slip stitched over, we are going back to the main branch and slip stitch over the next 5 chains that are remaining. So these are the 5 stitches till you reach the other leaf. So the 6th stitch will be on top of or under the other leaf. So here is the 6th slip stitch, and then slip stitch over 5 more on the other side of the leaf, such that you reach the center part between 2 leaves. So as I said, we will be placing the leaves alternatingly, and the leaves on the other side will be placed between the leaves or between 2 leaves of this side. So here we have reached the mid section. So here again, so this time we are going to make a big leaf, and as I said, for a big leaf we are going to always chain 10 for the big leaf. So start off by making a chain of 10, and after that repeat the same pattern and finish off the big leaf. Now as usual, insert your hook through the center stitch here and make a slip stitch, and then make 2 slip stitch over the 2 chains uh, or in the stem section, and now make the slip stitch over the main branch. So you'll make a total of slip stitch over 11 chains. So the first 5 slip stitches will be uh, before we reach the next leaf. So after you complete 5 slip stitches, then 1 slip stitch will be on the connecting stitch of the leaf, and another 5 slip stitches will be on the other side of the leaf. so that you reach the mid section between the next two leaves. So once you reach the mid section between the next two leaves, we are going to make one more big leaf, and this will be the last big leaf of this branch. And so repeat the same pattern for the big leaf that we did previously. And once you are done with the big leaf, we are going to complete off this branch. I'll just show you how to do that. So for this leaf, make this slip stitch over the two chains which act as the stem, and then slip stitch over the 5 chains that are there before we reach the last leaf, and slip stitch over the connecting stitch as well. And now slip stitch over the remaining 10 chains as well. So the remaining 10 stitches also, just make a slip stitch over each till you reach the end of this chain. So this is our first branch which is completed. We are going to make few more branches for the wall hanging. If you want to use this branch for any other project, you may do so and just trim off the yarn. So now to add more branches, first between the two branches we need to add some space. So for that we are making a chain of 10. You can increase the space between the branches by adding more chains. So this is a chain of 10, and this is the amount of space that will will be added between the branches. Now another chain of 10, this is second chain of 10 that we are making. So this is for the branch part of the second branch, followed by the third set of chain 10 we will make, which will be for the big leaf. So a total of 30 chains we are making here. So we will start off by making the big leaf, and the pattern will be exactly the same that we did in our previous branch. So for the big leaf we are going to make this 7 single crochets and then repeat the pattern on both sides and make the leaf. So the leaves pattern will be the same. I just want to show you how the placement of the leaves will be and how many leaves you need to add onto each branches so that you get the pattern for the wall hanging. So this is the first leaf, and we are going to slip stitch over the two chains which acts as the stem, and as usual we are going to chain 10 for the branch section and then add the next leaf after that. So I'll show you how the pattern, or what's the count for each branches, how many leaves to be added. So here, this was the first one that we did, and we have here 4 big leaves and 1 2 3 and 3 small leaves. Now into this is a space, that is the chain of 10 between the two branches, and now from here will be the second branch which starts. So the second branch will have a total of 6 big leaves and 3 small leaves. So here you can see I have made the second branch in the exactly same manner, just we have one extra set of big leaves here. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 big leaves and 3 small leaves, following the same pattern. And now we are at the end of this branch, and I just want to show you how you can start off with the third branch. Now here at the end, after you cross the last leaf, just slip stitch over the next 10 stitches or next 10 chains. So once you slip stitch over the next 10 chains, this second branch will be complete. So if you have any doubts, please do post me a comment and I will be happy to help. But I hope this tutorial will be able to clear all your doubts though. So here, as you can see, this is the second branch, and as I told you, the chain of 10 between the two branches, now you can see very clearly, which gives the spacing between the branches. Now for the third branch also, we will be starting off first by a chain of 10, which is the space between the branches, and after that we will have another chain of 10, which is for the branch section, and another chain of 10, which is for the big leaf. So a total of 30 chains you need to make once you complete one branch off. And this is the third branch, and the third branch will have 6 big leaves and 5 small leaves. So the pattern will be the same, just that we will have additional sets of leaves. So here I'll show you the next set. So I'll show you with this diagram. Don't mind the rough diagram, I always do the scribbling things to help me with the pattern. So as you can see, this is the second, which had 6 big leaves, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and 3 small leaves. So these are the small leaves, 1 2 and 3. Now we are going to make the next, that is the third, which will have 1 2 3 4 5 6 big leaves and 1 2 3 4 5 small leaves. So this is completed, and this is how it looks. So as you can see, we have here 6 big leaves and 6 big leaves and 5 small leaves. 1 2 3 4 5 small leaves. And as you can see, we are making the branches longer towards the center, and the fourth and fifth branches will be an exact copy of the second and the third. So make the fourth branch exactly like the second branch, and the last or the fifth branch exactly like the first branch. So as you can see, here we have completed all the 5 branches. You can add more branches if you want for your pattern, and also increase or decrease the length as based on how you like it. So these two are same, and the center one, third branch, is the longest, and the second and the fourth are shorter than that, and the first and the fifth are the shortest branches. So you chain one, and then you trim off the tail yarn, but make sure to leave a very long tail yarn, because we still have work to do. That is, we have this tail yarn, we will use this tail yarn to stitch this leaves to the wooden branch here. So as you can see, we have a long tail here. Use a needle and wrap the yarn around, and through the chains or through the stitches, pass the needle and tie the leaves or the wall hanging to this wooden branch. So you can use, there is no right or wrong way of doing this, and you can use any other method if you feel that that works better for you. But here what I am doing is a simple thing of just using the needle and passing it over the wooden branch and passing it through the stitches of the chain. So here I am done with the entire length of this section. Now when I'm at the end, I'm just going to pull this through one of this stitch here, so that I want my yarn to be on the top side of the branch, because I'm going to make a cord which I'll be using it to hang this while hanging. Now tie a knot using the other tail yarn to the top section here, and now we will be chaining to make a long cord. So insert your hook under the same stitch and pull a loop through it, and now using this loop you can chain. So let me show you in a closer way. So here is the loop, and now you can just make chains. So just continue making the chains until you feel that the cord is long enough for you to hang the wall hanging to the wall. So make a long cord, and you're going to join this other end of the cord to the other side of this wall hanging. So here I have chained a long cord, and once I am satisfied with the length, I am going to attach it to the other side here. So to attach it to the other side, I am just using one of the existing stitches here and passing the crochet needle under it and pulling a loop and making a slip stitch, and then chaining one to make a knot, and then trimming off the yarn. So at this point we are almost done. We just have to hide the tail yarn, and to hide the tail yarn we are just passing them through a few of the existing stitches. And once you have passed the tail yarn through a few of the existing stitches, you can trim it off and dab a glue to the end of the tail yarn so that it does not poke out and it is also secure. Similarly, do it for the other tail yarn also. Another thing I wanted to mention is the leaves, as you can see, are more flatter. This is because I have sprayed stiffening spray over it and placed a heavy pan over it, which made the leaves flat. Do refer to the description for more details. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Do subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon for notification on new videos, and give me a thumbs up as well, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.